Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the Movie, Infinity Train, is currently smashing Japanese box office records. When it first came out on October 16th, it made 1.2 billion, which equates to 11.3 million in USD on its first day, easily beating the previous first day record. Its momentum continued, and it gave a first weekend revenue of 4.6 billion, 44 million converted, which is the best opening weekend in Japanese cinema history. On top of this, the film was that weekend's top grossing film worldwide. It didn't stop here either. The film continued to sell tickets at a breakneck pace. It was the fastest film in the history of Japanese cinema to make over $100 million, doing so in 10 days. Within 17 days, it had made over 150 million, and within a month, it had made 2.4 billion yen, which is equivalent to $197.9 million, making it the 5th highest grossing film in Japanese history. For context, the highest grossing film in Japanese history, Hayao Miyazaki's classic Spirited Away, made 30.8 billion yen over its theatrical release and took 19 days to make 100 million revenue. At that time, it was the fastest film to cross this threshold, and it had held the record for an impressive 19 years. So, why is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the Movie Infinity Train doing so well? Let's go break down some interesting facts about the movie that made it into a box office. Before we start, if you guys find this video interesting, please let us know by smashing the like button, and if you enjoyed the content on our video playlist and want to see more, just click subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates. How was the animation? For those who watch Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba for the action, you will not be disappointed. Fight scene after fight scene rivals and sometimes surpasses that of episode 19 of the TV anime series. Funnily enough, the film flashes back to the TV anime version of the Rui vs Tanjiro Nezuko fight, giving viewers a great comparison of how much the movie has evolved past that of the TV anime series. Demon Slayer Mugen Train differentiates itself from the TV anime by applying a film grain-like filter over the top of the entire film, which only helps in the comparison with the older Ghibli-style films and adding to the older aesthetic of the setting of the franchise. This is all while keeping the trademark humor of Demon Slayer intact, both visually and through the voice acting. As seen in the trailers, the team fights a demon named Enmu, who hijacks a train to do their own bidding. The fight between the Slayers and the demon was a visual spectacle, hands down some of the best action scenes in anime ever. Over and over again, the music, the sound effects, animation and CG background made for such a satisfying fight. The second fight, which had high emotional stakes and left not a dry eye in the theatre, was nothing but spectacular, though it felt a bit short. One aspect of the second fight fans will love was the storyboarding. The crazy monster of the first fight was gone, and what was left was what looked like two, albeit very powerful, humans struggling to kill one another. The demon was nothing more than a man trying to take down a Hashira. Of course, the breathing techniques from Rengoku threw the realistic fight aspect out of the train window, and nonetheless, we all love the human aspect of it all. Should you wait to watch the movie or should you read the manga? Let's be honest, Kimetsu no Yaiba's popularity is mostly because of the superb job that UFO Table did with the animation. Everyone was talking about it after episode 19. If you already read the manga, you know that there are no plot twists. Well, if you want to consider a plot twist who is going to get killed, yes, there are several plot twists, but otherwise, like tons of people said, Demon Slayer is carried by an animation, not the story. So, to answer this question, it is recommended for you to definitely wait for the movie. The director and animation studio did a great job and justice to the manga. Compared to reading the manga, readers will already know what will happen, making it less enjoyable as much compared to the animation. How faithful is the movie to the manga? Of course, every time the manga is adapted to anime, there are always a few changes. In this case, the changes were small, so you can expect the movie to be really faithful to the manga. In saying that, Demon Slayer Mugen Train adapts the manga story very closely, which is lucky for it as the story is mostly self-contained, letting it be a good starting point for newcomers to the franchise. Though again, it is highly recommended that you first watch the series before the movie, since the emotional impact of the film will be lessened if you have not seen the TV anime series. Also, one of the coolest things the production team did to the film is that they littered it with some humorous cutaways that can be found in the manga series. One example features Rengoku being praised by everyone in a cut that looks like it was lifted straight out of the manga and coloured. This scene gives the audience some chuckles before the brewing demonic storm. What fans are saying about its first movie? From its anime to manga, all eyes are on Tanjiro these days, and his big screen debut has earned massive attention. In fact, Demon Slayer's first movie has shattered box office records, and fans say the film has outdone their wildest expectations. Sadly, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Train is only streaming in Japan right now, but reviews are beginning to trickle out about the film. Here are some of the fans' comments as they watched the film. I cried so much that I cried myself to death. Even after reading the original story so many times, if I hadn't known about it beforehand, my tear ducts would have been broken. They would have been irreplaceable. I got to see a lot of my Rengoku. He was strong and cool. One fan gushed about checking out the film. Another added, it was great from the beginning to the end. The visuals and the cast's acting, and the unusual excitement at the end was amazing. A few parents also shared their reviews, as one from Japan said that they took the 6-year-old to the event. We laughed and cried when we watched it, they said. It was a weekday morning, but I was surprised to see the theatre was packed with people. My 6-year-old couldn't stop gushing for a while. After it was over, I want to see the movie again. Clearly, the reception to Demon Slayer's film has been positive, and you only have to check out its box office to tell. Mugen Train has shattered records by becoming Japan's highest grossing opening and opening weekend. And with a long life left to go, Demon Slayer could just nab the title of highest grossing anime film period. Demon Slayer Mugen Train movie covers chapters 52 to chapter 66 of the manga. It is expected to release its general screening worldwide on February 4, 2021, and will have some special release for fan screening on December 5, 2020 and January 23, 2021. For animation fans, yeah, Demon Slayer Mugen Train is a bit of a popcorn flick, but it's one that has heart and some of the best animation in anime today, for some of the best creators and teams in the industry. Have you guys watched the new Demon Slayer movie? Who's your favorite character from Demon Slayer? What are the unforgettable moments that you have watched throughout the anime? Please shout it down in the comments and let us know why. And also, if you want to give your family a surprise gift for any special occasion, you can always check our website and look for creative and adorable gifts. This has been Music Chess, your music box Hashira, signing out.